Hey, everyone. This is Tommy Johnson in Surprise, Arizona. Please let me know inside the chat, both on Facebook and on Zoom, if you can hear me and see me. I want to make sure we're ready to rock. It looks like we are potentially good on Facebook. Just give me something in the chat, folks. Give me something in the chat here. Audio and visual is all right. Yes and yes. All right, Justin, thank you. What's up, Jason? Good evening. Grand Junction, Colorado. Okay. Double checking on. We're good on Zoom. Yes, we are good on Zoom. Okay. All right. Well, let's get this thing started. I am tailoring this presentation today to those of you who are taking a look at this for the first time, or if this is a follow-up, or if you're already in the business and you're just not treating it like a real business yet, and you're not being consistent with it. Let me encourage you that it's worth your time. Again, my name's Tommy Johnson. I live in a city called Surprise in the state of Arizona with my beautiful wife, Lindsay, our two children, Jerry, who our son, who is 22, just started working the business, and our daughter, who is 18, about to graduate from high school. And we absolutely love this whole concept of building a home-based business. Now, the reason we love it was because of what it's done for what it's meant to our lives over the last 20 years. Did I originally love it? No, I wasn't open to it. Why? Because I joined the masses and I thought that it wasn't a real business. People are down on what they're not up on. And so that was me. My mom approached me about a home-based business idea a little over 20 years ago. I spent the next 4 months trying to tell her she was crazy. I really thought that I was going to rescue her from wasting any time with building a home-based business. And then I agreed to a phone call to review a meeting and then communicate with somebody who knew what they were talking about, who had total personal and professional freedom, had set his entire family completely free through this home-based business model. And he said to me, exactly what is it that you think is doesn't work about this business? What have you figured out that some of the most wealthy and some of the most free people in the world haven't figured out? Because the most successful people in the world praised this business model when it was done properly. So not only did they accept it, they praised it. So that got my attention. Plus, he had what I wanted, and he built an empire from the comfort and safety of his own home, and he did it with integrity and professionalism and dignity the entire way. That's how you build this type of business. But let me share, all of these home-based businesses are not created the same. There's truly something to be said for being in the right place at the right time. Yet they can all sound the same to the uneducated ear as it relates to this home-based business model. People say, those things don't work. I get it. I was one of those people. But the excitement is in the facts, not the words from the messenger, okay? I pride myself on being a facts and figures person. I'm going to keep this short, and I'm going to keep it short on hype. So I'm going to just let you know that I've learned how to analyze these companies through the luxury and blessing of great mentors and 20 years of being in the trenches. 3 years after getting into this business model, my wife Lindsay and I became millionaires from our income that we had accumulated from this business model, and we've never looked back. We've never had to work for anybody ever since, and we believe that now we've found the best opportunity that we've ever been a part of. And now, again, we backed our way into this one, trying not to do it, but we've learned how to ask the hard questions this time. The first time hitting a good company, it was dumb luck, okay? And having great mentorship. We didn't know the value in that. This time we analyzed it, we asked the tough questions, and we chose it. And you'll understand why, I believe, as we move through this presentation. I'm gonna pull up my screen and share some slides, as I tend to be a little bit ADHD, and so I tend to jump around. So a slideshow will be beneficial for everyone and keep everyone on track. Our company is called iBuumerang. You throw out a boomerang, what happens? It comes back. We throw out goodwill, and it tends to always come back. Even though we don't expect it to, it does seem to come back. I don't know why my slides are changing on their own. Okay, maybe I hit the wrong button. Okay, so Disclaimer, iBoomerang cannot, will not make any guarantees about your ability to get results or earn any money with our program, information, tools, or strategies. There's no guarantees in life. There's just not. However, we've found that the people that are coachable and treat this with professionalism and are consistent at doing the productive activities that we know generate income, they tend to have great success and actually be able to change their lifestyle in relatively short order. Some people will go along and just plug in and will never really engage, and they'll say it doesn't work. Well, just like anything else, a disclaimer, if you join a gym and the gym says, hey, you sign a disclaimer, all the equipment's there, all of the mentorship's there, the coaching's there, the nutrition plans are there, the equipment's there, but you still have to plug in and use the proper machines, use them properly, and be consistent to get the results. This is no different. We found that everybody that stays the course, is coachable and consistent, they get results, okay? And it can be very significant. Now, this timing is so important. Check this out. By 2027, nearly 90 million people will work whenever and wherever they want. It's a shift from traditional jobs to independent work. They're calling it the Great Resignation. What does that mean to you and I? That means the timing's right for people to be more open-minded to building something at home, as long as it's not like everything else, where you're, well, like a lot of them, where you're literally running laps on the deck of the Titanic. It does not matter how hard you run. If you don't have the right ingredients to go the distance and for somebody to have success, then you're just spinning your wheels. It's a long walk on a short pier, as some might say. The old way, you work harder, more hours equal more money. This is what most people do their entire life. And they think the solution to getting ahead is to work more. Well, there's only so many hours in the day. Save money for a rainy day. That's an old way. Saving does not work. As Robert Kiyosaki says, savers are the biggest losers. Why? Because you have no leverage working for you, and you lose ground to inflation. You can't save your way to wealth. And if you could, you'd be cheap. And even if you got wealthy by being cheap, you're still cheap, right? How much fun is that? It's not. The new way, we call this the iBoomerang way. Make money, work for you, harder for you. Opportunities are abundant. Save and invest. Invest. So now you have leverage. The new world, freedom to work from home or anywhere, right? Anywhere, in an airplane. Could you make money in an air? How liberating is the manner in which you make money today? Not nearly as liberating as what I'm going to share in the following slides. I guarantee you that. New opportunities, new ways to earn money, create wealth, design your lifestyle. What is freedom equal to you? Time freedom, a better lifestyle. You have to have money. You're going to work hard either way. It's just as much work to be rich as it is to be poor. We know this, right? You might as well choose something that has the upside to set you and your family financially free. Most things that we do, what the system has created is for us to do something for somebody else, trade hours for money, for a salary, a commission, or an hourly wage, that we're just have to continue to recreate, and we end up, by the age 65, dead or dead broke. The real Social Security Administration stats here in the US validate those numbers. 6 out of 100 people can take care of themselves that are not dependent on the government or a family member, and only 1 is wealthy. What does a wealthy 1% do? Well, there's a new interagency report that shows what the wealthy 1% do. They're business owners. So what are our options? Brick and mortar, overhead, employees, the old way? Or are there better ways to make money today? There's a lot of better ways, and we believe that we have the best out there called iBoomerang, and we have some great, amazing services that you're about to find out about that you can use to set yourself free. You can use any of them, but each of them are equally powerful. Design your lifestyle, family time. I mean, doesn't that sound great? Flexible living, financial freedom, family time. If you don't have that, why not? How much longer do you want money to be an issue in your life? How much longer do you want time to be an issue in your life? Well, success is not going to attack you. You're going to have to get out there. Now, let's talk about iBoomerang. No company is better than the person behind it. If you want to know why I'm in iBoomerang, well, I've been around this business model for 20 years. And for about 15 of those years, I studied this man from afar. He was a mentor to me and hundreds of thousands of others, and in many cases, unbeknownst to him. That was my case. Why? Because he's the GOAT. Everyone knows him as the Michael Jordan of the home-based business model. He's done things nobody's even come close to, and he's the record holder And that pretty much makes him the GOAT, the greatest of all time. He wasn't an overnight success. It took him a minute. What does that say? It says he's not a quitter. He didn't look at how small the business was or how small his income was or how small his team was. He looked at how big the information was. And then he started to put together a system and formula that allowed people to have more accelerated success. Then he became the #1 money earner of all time in this home-based business space as an ambassador with a company. And then he said, you know what? This model is broken. He thought bigger than the founder of the company. He couldn't make that company any bigger, and he happens to be the biggest thinker I've ever met. And so he decided people were perfect the way they were. The industry was broken. So he decided to start his own company, but not before he helped over 50 people become $1 million earners. Nobody's come close to those numbers to the best of my knowledge. And he's helped a lot more people than that since the launch of his own company in March of 2019 called iBuumerang, right? Okay, so this is different than any other home-based business you've ever seen in a lot of ways. And it will continue to become more different and differentiate and separate itself from all other home-based business models. Why? Because we have a genius at the helm who's not a quitter, who's a massive thinker, who won't get comfortable, and who is committed to this space that has changed his life. He's, again, the most successful person I've ever known and the most amazing mentor anyone could ever have. If there's one reason to become part of iBuumerang, is to get the mentorship of this man and all of the leaders that he's helped to develop over the last few years. The money will become a byproduct of who you become through the mentorship, and the mentorship makes the world a better place. It makes you a better friend. It makes you a better spouse. It makes you a better business partner. It makes everything better. The money is not nearly as exciting as who you become. And I know that might sound challenging to believe at first, but trust me on this. I challenged it, and then I discovered what the mentorship. I'm in iBuumerang for the mentorship, because I couldn't find that type of mentorship anywhere else after, we left our first company. And plus, there's only one Holton Bugs, only one Mr. Bugs. Okay, travel and trade. Who likes to travel? Everybody. Put a 1 in the chat if you like to travel. If you don't like to travel and you do travel, put a 2 in the chat. Everyone travels, whether they like to or not. What does that mean? That means the economic potential of one of our services is massive. The economic potential of anyone's business is that of their product or service that they represent. Who likes to trade? Most of us don't even know about trading. How would you like to travel and trade while you're traveling? You could do it in the airplane. How would you like to trade so that you can travel? Well, let me show you how big trading is. It's a $7 trillion per day space. Again, economic potential of your product or service is that of your business. So we have 2 huge spaces that you can benefit from, and I believe that we have the best platforms in the world. So who wouldn't want to travel better for less? Everybody would like to travel. If you're going to travel, why not do it for less? That's all of us, a bunch of us diamonds. We're in Dubai. We went to the Diamonds in Dubai trip. Is a free trip you get once you get to a rank called Diamond. And that is the Diamond family. That is my extended family. My wife, Lindsay, and I are in that picture. Let's see, where are we? Well, anyways, we're somewhere. Here's me. There's Lindsay here. Okay, so there we are. Anyhow, amazing trip. Everyone needs to go to Dubai and do it for free. Simple. You get to Diamond, and the person who brought you in can help you do that. If this many people can do it, and many more have since this trip, and this is the second trip, you can do it too. All right. Let's talk about our offerings. Okay, what we have as part of our ecosystem in terms of services. Well, we have a travel platform called iGo. We offer a 5-star lifestyle at 3-star prices. Okay. How does it work? Well, you only make money when your customer saves. Think about that. It's a win-win. You give your customer what we call a boomerang, and they get free lifetime membership, free, meaning free for life, no catch. And when they book travel through the free platform you gave them, they save money, you get paid. So the members get exclusive access to the lowest prices anywhere, lower than they'll find online on Travelocity, Expedia, and all these. And they can do it without getting added to a million email lists because it's private. And they save money and they save time because they don't have to shop all these other different platforms. And every time they save $1, you make 50 cents. If they save $100, you make $50. They save $1,000, you make $500. Here's an example of what to expect when shopping on the iGo platform. You're not only going to see hotels, rental cars, you'll see Airbnb type places. You're going to see all kinds of excursions. You're going to see food savings at restaurants. All things travel can be found on this amazing platform that we call iGo. And the prices are behind the curtain prices that you can't find on the public sites and you can't find by going directly to the retail, to the hotels and so forth. Here's an example. Will they always be this significant? No. Will they sometimes be more significant? Yeah. Here on Expedia, which was the lowest price that could be, this particular room in New York City at a 4.5-star hotel could be found on when it was being shopped, was $339 per night. On the iGo platform, the same room, same everything, except the amount of money that comes out of your bank account was $178 per night. All right. Here's another example. Mr. Bugs tested this before he partnered with this massive travel savings platform, and he did an all-inclusive in Mexico. His reservation was $1,348. He also earned 1,687 reward credits, which is something you build up in the iGo platform anytime you use it. That is the same as cash moving forward, and it accumulates. But he saved 1,589 over any place else that could be found. What does that mean? He saved more than his actual reservation would cost. If he didn't have access to iGo, he would have paid the $1,348 plus $1,589. That would have been the price of that trip, and that would have been a good deal because it was the best that could be found anywhere else. All right, pretty amazing, right? That's one thing that as an iBoomerang ambassador, you can offer your friends or anybody, and for life, it's free for them. And every time they save money, you make money. Only when they save. Think about that. How does that work? Okay. Travel savings bonus example. Well, as an ambassador, I want you to look over on the left side of your screen here. You save up to 70% on all things travel. You have a wholesale travel savings platform that is, for you to use it, you and your family to use to travel anywhere in the world, and you can shop it all you want, and you're going to be just enamored by the prices. And anyhow, up to 70%. But this particular trip, when we were shopping it to Cancun, all inclusive as well, was had a 40% savings. So the public price was $1,046. That's the cheapest it could be found on any of the other sites, Travelocity or any of these type of things, hotel.com. Anyways, but you saved $424 on iGo. Not only that, you saved a lot of time shopping it because you're not going to be competing against the algorithms and data analytics and stuff that you do when you go on the public sites. That's a whole nother story. So the total savings was $621. Okay, now if you're an ambassador and you have a friend, you give them what we call a boomerang, which is a lifetime access to their own travel savings platform. They go and they shop, for instance, the same Cancun vacation on the same dates. They're going to see everything the same, except instead of a 40% discount, they're going to see a 20% discount. They're stoked. They just saved 20%. They didn't know that 40% was available to an ambassador. They just know that they just saved 20% over anywhere else they could find it. They're happy, you're happy. I'll show you why you're happy too. So they saved $212. Their total with tax was $834. Look on the right side of your screen. See that man with the phone? Let's just say that that's you. You threw this boomerang to your friends, gave them lifetime savings to behind the curtain prices on all things travel. They shopped the same trip you did. They went on this trip. They're smiling because you said one thing, one stipulation. When you save money and go on your first trip, you have to send me a selfie. So that's their selfie, right? And they're happy. They saved $212. You're happy you saved the money, but it gets even better because what boomerangs back into your pocket or into your bank account in the form of cash? $106. What is that? 50% of the savings that they realized. So when they saved money, you made money. Okay. So 50% paid to the referring ambassador as a direct travel savings bonus every single time they save money for life. They don't need a new boomerang every time. Just give them one. It lasts a lifetime. You don't get paid unless they save. Let's just say that you had 10 customers. So you gave out 10 boomerangs. 10 boomerangs. Now, and they just went on one trip a year and only saved $30. Or even once a month. That's $300 a month or $300 a year. What if you threw out 100 boomerangs? What if you threw out 1,000 boomerangs? What if they save more than $30? You never have to follow up with them or anything. They just go on and they save money. And they have a convenient travel savings platform that they would normally have to pay a bunch of money to get access to, going to a resort or something to get the same exact thing, pay upwards of $20,000 to get access to the same thing you're giving them for free. Pretty amazing, right? Okay, the old way, you sell value and you get paid when you sell value. iBuumerang changed the game. We have what we call the new way. You get paid when they, your free customers, save. Doesn't that sound great? It's an absolute win-win. That's different. And this company is just different. Who would like to make more money? Put a 1 in the chat if you'd like to make more money. If you don't want to make more money, then please jump off the presentation now, because I'm going to talk more about you making money. And if you don't like that idea, then I apologize for the last 20 minutes or so. I wasted your time, but I can't imagine not wanting to make more money, especially in a manner which you're doing it by giving value to people. Now, there's another way you can make money with iBuumerang. You can make money with this next service, whether you are just become a free customer, I mean a paying customer, or if you're an ambassador. Either way, we have an incredible platform to teach you how to multiply your money from the comfort and safety of your own home, or when you're out and about, or in a movie theater, or in an airplane, or in a Tiffany's store, right, babe? Or anywhere in the world you can make money with this, okay? Here, something you don't know. There's something called Forex, foreign exchange, okay? And we're all involved in it already, whether we know what it is or not, if we have a bank account and we have any of our own money in the bank account. I was unaware of this. What do the banks do with your money? I'll tell you, they put it in the $7 trillion per day space, the foreign exchange market, and they have what's called institutional traders, and they multiply your money. They 10x it, 20x it, and they don't give you anything. So they leverage your money and you get leverage. The bank is not your friend, okay? They charge you 10 to 20% interest on your money, and you receive little to no interest. In fact, whatever interest you make, you lose ground to inflation in a dramatic manner, all right? Put your money to work in the Forex markets. That's what the banks, and that's what they do with your money, all of them. And you receive no value from their Forex trading, all right? What if you could become the bank? What if you could learn to trade the way the banks trade? What if you became your own institutional trader? How do you learn how to do that? The banking system's not designed to help you. It's designed to leverage you. So you want to learn how to trade like the banks, not like the retail traders out there. If you go to YouTube and type in Forex or foreign exchange, look at how many views are on the videos. This is a massive space, and many people don't know about it. If I would have known about this in high school, I'm convinced I never would have worked a minute for anyone else, and I never would have taken a single college course. Learn how to, but you have to learn how to, from a trusted source, learn how to trade the way the banks are doing it. Very few trading education platforms understand how to teach the way the institutionals think, because it's all controlled by algorithms, human psychology, and the banks control them. We have a trading education platform called Elevate. You can build your legacy and design a financial future for generations. It's a legacy management platform where you can learn to grow and become financially literate. You get educated on foreign exchange, NFTs, cryptocurrencies, and the metaverse. You're empowered to design your own life, and it's all app-based. Unbelievable education platform with unbelievable educators. They're I mean, incredible, very knowledgeable, the best in the business educators to condense your learning curve and teach you how to take your dollar, send it away, and to come back with another dollar. How to multiply your money instead of being multiplied, being leveraged. We have artificial intelligence, gamifications, all kinds of tools, an amazing community that keeps you focused, where you can plug into and communicate with not only the educators, but communicate with people who are doing the same thing you're doing, and learning to become institutional like traders so you can take control and multiply your own money. So what if you, and as an ambassador, you can throw out those boomerangs and your friends can become customers of Elevate. We have dozens of customers. Why? Because everyone wants to multiply their money. They weren't aware of something like this. We're bringing it to people, okay? 10 customers, you get $30 every customer when they pay for their subscription to have access to this incredible training education platform. What if you just had 10? It's an extra $300 a month. What if you had 20? What if you had 30? What if you had 100? I'm just saying, there's so many different ways to make money with this company while you're helping people to either save money for free or to learn how to multiply their own money from the best trading education platform in the world, okay? We also have an app that throws out trade ideas, Okay, but you check your phone, you'll check the app, and it has trade ideas. You can check them and say, I like this trade. I think I'm going to take it. You'll learn how to put it in from the Elevate Trading Education platform. And if you like it, you take the trade. Those trade ideas are given from the professionals, from our educators. This accelerator app is something else. Okay. Oh, now this is what makes iBoomerang just different. We have something called the PRIB. A perpetual, never-ending, residual freedom, in my opinion, the best kind of money you can make, income builder. Who wouldn't want a perpetual residual income builder, a never-ending residual income builder that works for you, 24/7? And we have just around 2 million customers already via the perpetual residual income builder. Here's how it works. You bring people into this perpetual residual income builder. How? Throwing out boomerangs to customers, free customers, so they can save money. Customers that want to have access to our services like Elevate. And we have other amazing services to help you save money on your bills. That's amazing as well, but we're not going to get into that today. You also, if you want to, with iBoomerang, you can build a team. The only thing network marketing about iBoomerang is that if you decide to build a team, in addition to gathering free customers and paying customers, you can earn overrides on the savings and consumption of your team's customers as well. That's different. That's a lot different. And then the perpetual residual income builder, a combination of data analytics and artificial intelligence, takes over and starts to bring things to these customers and bring things to these ambassadors or team members, so you don't have to keep it consistent. It trains them, it upsells them, cross-sells them, helps bring them to events. It welcomes them. It does the heavy lifting for you. A perpetual residual income builder, and it's in its infancy. Just wait as it continues to evolve. All right. Now, how do you give a boomerang to somebody, or how do you receive a boomerang if you're watching this and you just want to become a customer? Well, you ask your friend to go into their back office and send you a boomerang. They log into their back office, the ambassador does, and then either takes a screenshot of the QR code and sends it to you in any manner, or they click a little button and just copy the link, and they paste it in a text, in a message, in an email, and something, and send it to you. And every single time a boomerang is activated, a free customer becomes a free customer, a meal is fed to a starving child. And we've already fed well over 10 million meals of nutrition to children in need around the world. I want you to think about that. I was with a company for 16 years that made a big deal about their meal program for children. And in 16 years, they didn't nourish nearly as many meals, send as many meals as iBoomerang has in just 3.5 short years. What is that? Why? What's the name of the company? iBoomerang. What did I say at the beginning? We throw out goodwill and do not expect anything in return. But we found the more goodwill you put out there, the more it comes back. Now, you can give a boomerang to somebody, they activate it, they may never travel. They may never sign up to have access to the trading education platform. I feel bad for them, but it doesn't matter. If they don't, the meal is still fed. That's the iBoomerang way. And our numbers continue to break industry records just in our philanthropical area, okay, alone. The entrepreneur lifestyle, travel, time freedom, grow your money, no borders. We've experienced all of these with iBoomerang. I'm not a rocket scientist. Listen, the only thing I ever graduated from outside of high school was anger management. I'm not joking. So you do not have to be a genius to be able to build this iBoomerang. We have the ingredients. We have a system that goes from the company down that is completely duplicable, that is like no other. Why do you think Mr. Bugs is the most successful ambassador of all time? Well, he brought that to his own company now. And you know what has me most excited about iBoomerang, why I got into iBoomerang? Because the company was not born out of necessity to make money. I want you to think about that one for a minute. And we have a man at the helm that's been married to the same girl that he met when he was only 13 years old. They dated since they were 12 and 13 years old. He has the same phone number, the same address. He's not running from it. He's not a quitter. Winners win. All winners seem to continue to win. My mentor used to say, "Whiners win. Excuse makers excuse to make. Quitters quit." It's just the way it is. But winners keep winning. And he launched a company when he didn't need to. Why? Because he thinks bigger, and he wants his legacy to be the person who fixed the industry that's broken, the industry that's made has set his family free and treated him so well that he knows better than anybody in the world, all right? So there's 7 ways to earn with the iBoomerang compensation plan. I'm not going to dive into these. The only one I'm going to touch on right now, first of all, I would go fist to cuff with anybody that says that their compensation plan has a higher actual payout than iBoomerang's. The most compensation plans in this space are built on a theoretical payout. We pay up to this amount. You never can determine those numbers, but the industry average is about 28%, meaning every dollar that comes in, about 28 cents goes out to the field. But they talk about much higher percentages. Well, you show me another compensation plan that gives you money just for your free cuts for saving money and for life. Just that alone is significantly different. But we have one component of our compensation plan called the dual team bonus. Okay, the dual team bonus, the reason I'm touching on it is because I don't like fear of loss approaches. However, when your friend who invited you to this presentation invited you, they might have invited 2 or 3 other people. When the first person that texts them and says, I'm in, then they put them in and they put them on one of 2 sides, the bottom of their left or the bottom of their right. Those are the only 2 options. And I would say about 20% of your income comes from this dual team bonus. But the unique piece about it is the next person that comes in is going to go on the bottom of the other side. And the next person that's going to come in is going to go at the bottom of the first side, which could be underneath you. And then the next one underneath that person. And then the next one underneath you. What does that mean to you? That means you can benefit, you stand to benefit from the people that come in after you. So why not make a decision quicker? Because really, what are the other options? You show me something better than iBoomerang, and I will join you. I'm not loyal to this company. I'm loyal to my people. And because that's the way it works. And I know how to ask the hard questions. And this is as good as it gets. iBoomerang. You will find the same if you dig in and spend a minute and ask the tough questions. And once you get the answers, again, the excitement's in the facts, not from what I'm saying. Dig in yourself, get with the person who invited you, ask them to introduce you to another person or 2, listen to the consistencies, listen to what we have a hold of, listen to our enthusiasm, feel our passion, feel our conviction, and I'm convinced, absolutely convinced you will join us. Now, what does it take to do so? Well, first you buy a standby ticket. Who wants to be on standby? Have you ever been on standby on a flight? Yeah, it sucks, right? The whole time you have anxiety because you want to get on board. Anyhow, being on standby still gives you access to amazing things. One of the most amazing things is this I Decide interactive presentation right here. This is a presentation that you can send unlimited a number of to all of your people that does a much better job than I'm doing right now at laying out in a shorter time frame exactly what iBoomerang can mean for them. And it's interactive, so it keeps people like me, ADHD type, totally engaged, and it's fun. And it's very factual, a great presentation. But anyways, then you get your ticket. So consider this a starter kit, right? But then you pick your pack. You're either going to come on as coach, you ever flown coach, or business, which is a better option, or first class, which is an even better option, okay? If you've flown first class, you know what I'm talking about. Coach, but you do what you're comfortable with. Each one comes with a one-time charge up front. The coach class is $249. And you get, with the iGo, your travel savings platform, you get 10 boomerangs. Those are the things we throw out it's a customer. Each boomerang is a customer, right? So you start off with 10. You can get more, but you start off with 10 at coach class. You earn 50% of the bonus percentage, meaning when your friend saves money on travel, remember if they saved $1, you get 50 cents. Well, in this case at coach, you would get 25 cents on the dollar that they saved instead of 50. And you would get up to 10% of the dual team bonus. That's the bonus where people that come in underneath you, you benefit from, okay? You can get more than that, and you get access to the perpetual residual income. It's a great way to start, but it's a good way to start. And all of these packs have at least a $99.95 monthly subscription and every time your subscription is ran, you get 10 more boomerangs and so forth, and you can earn money and you can continue to build your business with a $99 a month subscription to get you access to discounts on your hotels, flight, and rental cars through this incredible savings platform. You couldn't start a lemonade stand up front of your house for $99.95. The lemons, the cups, the sugar, and your time, okay? You couldn't run that for that, but you can build a global business for $99.95 per month. All right, look, a better option, business class, $499, one-time fee, $99.95 a month, for your subscription. You start your iGo platform. Not only do you get hotels, flight, and rental cars, now you add discounts on cruises, and they're substantial discounts. Okay, you start off with 25 boomerangs. Now you get 100% of the bonuses available to you as an iBoomerang. When your customers save money, if they save $1, you get the full 50 cents instead of 25 cents. You get 20% more. You start off with 20% more on the dual team bonus, the one that I touched on in terms of the compensation plan. So you earn up to 20% more on just that portion of the compensation plan than you would at coach class. You get the PRIB technology working for you. First class, okay? First class, you have some options. I've never signed anyone up anything less than first class. I came in at first class. Why? Because it's about setting people up to win. You can, for the maximum, I mean, this is the best situation. And you can build a business around the world. And for just this small amount, listen, you have to have a little bit of skin in the game. You can choose either the travel pack or the first class trade pack. Now, if you come in at a different class, you can always switch down the road. Like you say, hey, I want to switch to the travel. You can add that as an add-on. You can add, the Elevate Trading Education platform. But at first class, you can choose. It's a $999 upfront one-time cost. Okay. On the first class travel pack, your iGo platform has everything that it has to offer: hotels, flights, rental cars, cruises, homes, which again, like Airbnb, lifestyle, weeks. The weeks have incredible discounts. You can book a week somewhere and only stay 3 days and pay less than you would have paid if you would have just chosen the 3-day options. The prices that iGo offers on these weeks are unbelievable. Marketplace, that's all kinds of other things that go along with the whole travel world. It's amazing. You can benefit from all of these at first class right out of the chute. You start off 50 boomerangs, which is double the amount that you get at business class. And you earn 100% on your travel savings bonuses that you earn from people's savings when they save money on travel. And you get up to 20%. So that's twice as much as you get at coach class at first class. Just by starting first class, you earn twice as much on the dual team bonus, and you get the PRIB technologies. You can choose the travel pack. Don't think about this one for too long. Don't overthink this, okay? Just whatever sounds more exciting to you at the moment, what you think you're more interested in, just pick that pack. You can always switch, flip-flop, change it back and forth inside the back office once you get going. But anyways, when you pick the first class travel pack, you get all the same amount of boomerangs, and you get the new 5-day Kickstart online, which is a crash course in learning to trade. It's unbelievable. It's an unbelievable course, and 5 days teaches you what might otherwise take 30 to 60 days. You get the same amount of boomerangs and all those type of things. Okay, just pick one of those. Don't overthink it. Don't let this cause you to, lose time or not engage. Now, we also have a first class travel and trade pack. It's normally $2,000. We have a promo price right now of $1,499. Its recommended subscription is $249 a month. Why $249? That gets you access to the travel savings, all of the best travel savings you can get on iGo, and it gets you access to the Elevate education platform. All of it for $249 a month. Okay, first class travel and trade pack, everything from first class travel pack plus the new Elevate 5-day Kickstart online. Your first month of iGo subscription is included. Your first month of Elevate subscription is included, and you get 75 boomerangs instead of 50 boomerangs, and you get the 100% of the bonus savings like you do at coach and business. Business and first class, and you get the same dual team up to 20% right out of the chute, and the PRIB technologies. This is an amazing pack. Do what's comfortable. If you come in at any class less than this one, you have 60 days to upgrade and only pay the difference. Beyond 60 days, you'll pay the full amount. So that's the maximum amount that it could cost you to be involved in this company and be able to maximize your opportunity from day one. So go to iboomerang.com, check it out, learn about the people behind this company, spend a few minutes doing diligence, but get with the person who invited you and screenshot this disclaimer again, because we don't make no claims. We just know that we have the right ingredients to go the distance, and we're doing it with or without you, quite frankly, but we'd love to have you with us, okay? So my name's Tommy Johnson. I live in Surprise, Arizona with my amazing family. I love this company, iBoomerang, and I hope you choose to join us as soon as possible. Signing off. Boom.
Looking to start a business from home? The business from home. We are the fastest growing home-based business company in the world that's helping ordinary people just like you and I to get out of debt, generate additional income streams in their life, and creating extraordinary success stories globally. We've got the right systems in place, world-class servant leadership, wealthy compensation plan, and the utmost support you need to start local and go global. To get started, simply text us on WhatsApp, #ReadyToBoom on +356 9946 3303. Again, text #ReadyToBoom on WhatsApp on the number +356 9946 3303 right now. Let's get ready to boom.